Hello, everybody. Do I have sound? Audio, picture, all that good stuff? Hey, I don't have to change streams today. Yay. Oh, hi. Fishin' and Brian and Ed and Bob. There's no echo. Don't lie to me, Bob. Scott, Damp Tom. Hi, Chris. Hi, Candy. Hi, Anna. Who did I miss? Derek, hi. There's not very many people in here tonight. Hi, TJ. You came in like we're meeting the Godfather. Hi, Reels. Hi, Buddy. Hi, Caleb. Hi, New England. Ouch. Cat, don't do that. Okay, I kind of probably look like hell. I don't feel very good today. I almost didn't do a stream. I almost canceled it, but I know that I don't feel good. It's just stress. So I decided just go for it because it might not get any better for a few days till I get my mind under control. So, yeah. So, yeah, it's just stress. A little bit of stress. For those of you that don't know, I don't want this stream to be like please send me money stream. I don't want that. I don't want anybody feeling sorry for me. But I'm going to just tell real quick what happened, and then we won't discuss it anymore. So, for those of you who don't know, about 3 years ago, between 3 and 4 years ago, I was working in Cheyenne, and buddy, hush. I'm trying to talk serious here. Quit that. So anyway, I was working in Cheyenne. I was working a lot of overtime. Like I was averaging like 56, 58 hours a week, and racking in some pretty good money for me. So what I did with that is I bought myself an old trailer with the thought that when I got ready to retire, that way I'd have my own place. I wouldn't have to worry about paying high rent somewhere, you know. So anyway, so I got an old trailer, and then this spring, the owner, this spring, first of all, I had my surgery, and I could not recover. I mean, as long as I was working, it was aggravating everything. I was not recovering. I had a pinched nerve in my back, and it would start to heal, and then I'd go back to work, and it'd get worse again and everything. So I decided it was time to retire. But I was trying to wait to really retire for another year till I turned 65. So I've been surviving on just my artwork. I am not getting any retirement or Social Security or anything, which I'm going to have to go sign up for Social Security now. But anyway, I wanted to wait till I was 65 to get my Social Security, which is next spring. So, but the owner of the trailer court, I got this in the mail, or actually take to my door. Yay. The owner of the trailer court sold the trailer court to a company in Florida whose ultimate goal is to get rid of all the old trailers in here, get new ones in, new people, and then flip it. So the first thing that they've done, which is here, is they hiked up the lot rent over $100 a month. Hiked it up. And they changed the rules so that if you don't have the rent to them no later than the 2nd of every month, they will evict you. And if they evict you, you have 3 days to get out. So yeah, I've been stressing. I have been totally stressing. And that's what all the GoFundMe's and Danstream helping and all that stuff is for those of you who don't know. It's like I need to get a couple months ahead so that they can't evict me, because as long as I'm like never ever so much as a day late with the rent, they can't evict me. But of course, this isn't going to last forever, because they'll find another way, because they're trying to get rid of all the old people. So I've got to come up with an alternate plan from the plan that I made like 3 years ago for my retirement. So yeah, that's what's going on. So, yay. So that's all I'm going to say about it. Oh, that's good. Good, Chris. I have been selling mine too. You're grandfathered until you break a rule. That's right. And they're just waiting. They are waiting for you to make one mistake. It's not like, they're going to give you a chance or anything, because they want us out of here. So they're just waiting for one mistake to where they can legally evict you. Yeah, that's it, Ginger. It is stressful, and I'm sure that's why I'm not feeling good today. But I just got to go on. I got to come up with an alternate plan. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I can't, at this point, afford to rent a place because rent's too high everywhere. I'm thinking, and winter's coming on fast and strong. And moving would be a pain in the ass in the wintertime. So, yeah. So I'm thinking maybe I can try to find something like out in the middle of nowhere that the rent's cheap on. I don't know. If I can find a place that's out in the middle of nowhere, the rent will be cheaper, because if it's not close to a town, like one of those places where you have to go into town like once or twice a month. Oh yeah, they'll take. What they've been doing, Scott, is they're bulldozing the old ones, because they just want them out of here. They've already kicked a couple people out, and they just bulldoze their trailers. Now, I own the trailer, but I have to pay lot rent. And the lot owners changed, and they want to get rid of all the old trailers. Hey, Jess, you see my new house coat? Somebody sent me this warm, cozy, comfy house coat. So, yeah. So much for my retirement, huh? I'm kind of fucked right now. Yes, it is. This Jess sent me this, and it is so comfy and soft. I mean, it's really soft, like super, super soft, and nice and warm and comfy. Hi, Justin. So anyway, so that's what's going on. We'll talk about something else, because like I said, I'm not going to turn my whole stream into that. And she sent Buddy treats. Yes, this is the last bag from the last box. So after tonight, I'll have to open up the new box. Yeah, Buddy's spazzing because he wanted cookies. So anyway, that's what's going on, and that's why, on Dan's stream, he was donating half the super chats and stuff. And yeah, I know one thing I need to do for sure. I don't know what I'm going to do in the ultimate yet, but I know that I have to stay like on top of and ahead of the rent. And I'm not getting any retirement or anything at this moment. I need to go in this month and sign up for Social Security, but it takes 2 or 3 months to get it. So yeah, I'm in kind of between a rock and a hard spot right now. So what's going on, Big D? You're going to Chicago or Louisiana? That will be fun. Hi, Don. My rent it went up from like 230 to just under 400 a month. Oh yeah, I'm selling calendars. I almost forgot. um, if anybody wants a fine art calendar, it is going to be a really nice calendar. I like upgraded everything to where the best print job, best paper, all that stuff. So they are not super cheap, but I'm going to take pre-orders because I can't afford to just buy a bunch of them. So you got to pre-order one. I'm going to be sending in the order on the 19th of this month, and as soon as I get it, I'll be sending out the calendars. So if you want a calendar, it's a fine art calendar. Hi, Fish Keeping Jamaica. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, I'm sorry, Big D. Anyway, if you want a calendar, send to my PayPal is on my Gmail account. So I'll put that in here at gmail.com. Okay, so that's my PayPal is under that. The calendars are $28. That does include the shipping. So that's it. $28, and you'll get a calendar shipped to you at the end of the month. And they're going to be nice. They're going to be quite nice. And I did post kind of which calendar flip through thing. And so I am ahead of you, Candy. On my screen, it shows 2 people ahead of you. Hi, Pet Sodix. Anyway, yeah, so if you want a calendar, hit me up on it. And there is a video with the calendar on it so that you can see. Yeah, my email's got an extra E in it, so a lot of people misspell it and it won't go through. Hi, Aquamate. So, yeah, the best bet is to cut and paste on that. Oh, yeah, I got the calendar. Or you're asking for the calendar, Scott. I'll open it up and answer you after this is done. So, where'd my live stream go? I was just looking at my email. Yep, it's there. So yeah, they're $28 a piece, and that includes the shipping. And hi, GRB. Bob. So that's what's going on, and now we're not going to talk about it because, like I say, this is my live stream, and my live stream is not going to be like feeling sorry for myself and stuff because my live stream is fun, and I need to get rid of this stomach ache that I've had all day, so we're going to have fun. You must be getting sick. You have a headache, and your sandwich tastes different than yesterday. Are you eating the same sandwich, Jess? I do use colored pencils, and I have Prismacolor colored pencils too when I use colored pencils. I'm going to be doing a colored pencil drawing soon here. I got to get caught up on my commissions. If you want to sleep during this stream, drink some nice Jamaica coffee or weed tea. Yeah, I have not been feeling good today. I got a headache and my stomach was upset, and I laid down for a while and missed the earlier live streams. And I know it's nerves, but you know, what can you do? I almost canceled the live stream and I decided, no, I'll probably feel better after, if I just do it and have fun talking to everybody. So that's what we're doing. Hi, Gordon. Yeah, make sure that you make a note. You send money to my PayPal for a calendar, put calendar, make a little notation that it's for a calendar so that when I send them, I can just, and make sure your address is on it. So I can just go down the line and get them all sent. But like I say, make sure to put your address on it too. And I will mention to everybody that the calendars would be, Buddy's a pain in the neck, but he's doing okay. He's shedding like a son of a gun. Oh my God, I got so much hair all over the floor right now. But the calendars are $28 and that includes shipping. I've got a oil painting for Ty that's almost done. And then I've got an owl that's about halfway done that I'm doing for William. I don't see him in here right now. And I've got a drawing that I'm working on for Josh or Aquamate. I've got a oil painting of a chicken that I'm doing for Jesse with HC Aqua. And then I'm going to be doing a colored pencil drawing of rice fish for Ed, Chattanooga Ed. It is really close to being done, Ty. I will probably be posting it on my Patreon sometime later on this week. Right now, I'm kind of waiting for parts of it to dry so that I can go over and do the clear, see-through, fine-tuning stuff on it, and then it's going to be done. And then I'm going to finish the owl next because that's got to be a Christmas present. And then probably finish the drawing for Josh because it's for his dad for a gift. And then I've got Jesse's chicken to do and Ed's rice fish to do. Okay, Jamaica, thanks for stopping by. Hi, Jesse. I was just talking bad about you. Careful, Ty. She may try to sell it before you get it. Oh. A chicken. Yes, a chicken. I know your ears were ringing, huh? I was talking about what commissions I got going right now. So that's what's going on with that. And then I got to try to squeeze in a few extra drawings here and there to try to sell. Put it on Facebook so you can see it first. No, it'll go into the Patreon first. I'm thinking that it's the one for Ty is some discus. I might make prints of them, so we shall see how that goes. Hi, Valley Fish. I'm definitely going to use it for my banner for my channel so that it's art and fish related. No, I do not have an Amazon affiliate link. And like I said, I got the calendar. If anybody wants a calendar, I've got another idea coming up here too, but I'll wait until the calendar is like mostly taken care of, and then I'm going to hit you guys with something else to sell. Hi, Bare Bottom Aquariums. Did I say hi to Fish from Fever? I don't know. If you want a calendar, Jess, they are $28, and that includes shipping. And PayPal me the money and make a note on it. That is for a calendar. I will be like counting them and ordering the calendars on the 19th. So make sure you do it before the 19th if you want one. And then as soon as I get them, I'll be shipping them out. Now, I should also mention, since I'm trying to pump these calendars are $28, including shipping. They're going to be really high quality calendars. I mean, with the paper and the print and everything. And they would be really good Christmas gifts. I wanted to mention that. They would make good Christmas gifts. And their wildlife art, I posted a video on it. So if you want to see what the calendar looks like, you can check out the video. You would have to email me, Anna, because I don't like talk prices online. Hi, River Life. How are you? 90 is too much. I know 90 is too much. They aren't $90, Bob. They're $28. I don't have a credit card, any way to accept a credit card, actually. Thank you, Gordon. $190. Can I pay you in gum? Used gum or new gum? You could get a Rembrandt for 90. Yeah, 90,000 maybe. Maybe if you found a good deal on one. Oh. Oh yeah, that's the thing. I could, Scott, I could like send you an invoice from PayPal. Will send out the invoice and then you can pay PayPal with a credit card. Can you get two? Well, yeah, you can get two for 60. All right. Good night, River Life. Hi, K-Town. Yeah, the calendar photographs, the artwork on the calendar should be frameable. I mean, it's like I went for top paper, everything, so that it should be really good. The last time I did a calendar was about 3 years ago, and I did it all bear art, like grizzly bears. And a lot of people bought them and framed the different months. Not flammable, frameable. And they're set, the photographs of the artwork are set on black. So it's going to look really nice. Before the stream started, I'm going to tell you guys about this real quick because it's on my mind. Just before the stream started, one of my daughters asked me about something that happened about a year ago here in town because it came up on our memories. And it was not a good thing. It was not a good thing. What happened is there was this guy that was coming in the store all the time. And he definitely had some problems with schizophrenia. He would be like talking to himself and actually talking to nobody standing beside him. And I'd watch him go out to his truck and open up the passenger door for nobody and then be talking and shut the door behind nobody, that type of thing. And then other times he'd come in and be fine. And I think what it was he was on medication, but I think he couldn't always afford it. But I also knew from talking to people that he was extremely paranoid of like police officers and stuff. And I had thought about calling like for a wellness check on him, see if they could get him some help. But I knew from what people were telling me that he would like freak if the cops showed up, right? So what happened is he got pulled over for going too slow on a side street. And it was close to his house. And instead of pulling over, he took off and went and parked in front of his apartment and then took off running for his apartment. and the officer shot him 4 times in the back and killed him. So my daughter was asking me what happened with that. Well, the officer was kicked off the he was in Vegas, and he was kicked off the police force there for violence, and he had killed 2 people down there. And then what ended up getting him kicked off the police force in Vegas was he beat up this guy that was standing out in his yard when he pulled somebody over, and the guy started filming it, and the officer went over there and beat the crap out of the camera guy, and it went viral. So Vegas had no choice but to fire him because it was nationwide news, right? So we hired him here.
Mm-hmm.
And he also, I found out when I started looking things up, he was number 1. There's a police, like, I don't know what you call it, not a club, but like an internet deal that keeps track of bad police officers, and he was number 1 on their list, as in they rated him the most dangerous police officer in the United States. And this was before he shot Robbie. So anyway, my daughter was asking me, because it's been a year now, she asked me whatever happened with him. As far as I know, nothing happened to him. He's still working on the police force. The reason being is that his parents own a big ski resort right outside of town. His father is a state police officer, and his sister owns a publishing company that puts out the local paper and the Wyoming travel magazine. So yeah, nothing happened to him. So that's how that went. Anyway, that was on my mind, so I just got it out there real quick. So I was just talking to my daughter about it. This is how things work, especially in a small town. So as far as I know, he's still on the police force, and nothing ever happened to him. So that wasn't a good thing to talk about, to be cheerful, was it? Yeah, they shouldn't let people like that on the police force in the first place. I totally agree. And they shouldn't have hired him after he got fired in Vegas for police brutality. He shouldn't have been hired here. Yes, my house coat does have a hood. Do I look scary? He was Hispanic, Bob. Have I ever seen a dolphin or a whale? Yes. I grew up in Oregon and spent a lot of time at the coast, and I down in California, and I would occasionally see dolphins in California. And I also lived for 5 years on Cape Cod, and I went out on a couple whale cruises while I was there. So yeah, it's pretty awesome. I look like a witch. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Anyway, yeah, when he shot Robbie was unarmed. He also did not have any weapons in his apartment because of his mental illness. And the cop went to school with him and knew that he had problems and was paranoid of police officers. And he still shot him. Have I ever been scuba diving? Nope. I have never been scuba diving. However, I have been snorkeling in the coral reefs. But not scuba diving. But snorkeling. And that was like totally awesome. That was like totally awesome. 4 shots in the back. Yeah, Bob. But it appears he got away with it. Hi, Karen. Welcome to my stream. Yeah, they do, Big D. Unfortunately, they do. There's a lot of good cops out there, too. And I'm friends with a lot of them that are in town here, and they're very nice people. But there are bad cops out there, too. Unfortunately, the police need to be policed at times. So what's everybody else up to? Water changed. I got to do that. I started on it today. And then I ended up going laying down because my stomach was bothering me so much. But like I said, I'm pretty sure it's not the flu or anything. I think it's just stress. So you got some molds to make your husband some tiles for his birthday. Nice. My son likes to is into D&D and does minis too. It's pretty awesome. Got to have little teeny brushes and stuff. Are you gonna post them when you get done, Jess? You're thinking about going camping? Oh, that sounds nice. Trying to find a good reason to call off work tomorrow. You finished the wagon, but it's still curing. I want to see it when you're done. It is too cold for camping here, but Tampa Tom is, of course, in Florida. See, my eye's still kind of red. It's definitely, I've decided I've definitely got an infection in this eye. So I'm just kind of trying to get rid of it. I'm like putting on a clean pillowcase every night so I don't like reinfect it with my pillowcase and stuff. Get your finger out of it. I know, huh? Oh, I know. I've been camping before when you wake up in the morning and your whole sleeping bag in front of you is like frozen solid from your breath. uh, oh, that sounds wonderful, Sandy. That's really nice. You got some new reef lighting. That's exciting. Okay, no arguing in the chat. I know I shouldn't have actually brought that up because it is kind of a lot of people are like on one side of the fence or the other on it. And I'm kind of down the middle. So yeah, went camping in a tent in Arkansas. I woke up to 11 degrees. Yeah. I woke up before, like saying, had my whole, like, from breathing, your whole sleeping bag gets like this sheet of ice on it where your breath's hitting it. Oh. Just got done with water changing flower horn tank and just figured out he is a she. Oh, nuts? No, no nuts. That's a problem. Not oh nuts, no nuts. I've I took Mario to one of those when he was a young tomcat, and I took him to a free spay and neuter clinic, and it was like at a high school, and they just had a bunch of tables set up in the open, and we're slapping them down, and they were doing it right in front of you. It was interesting. I have been on a roller coaster, and I don't mind them as long as they don't go high. I do not like heights, so I am not a high roller coaster person. Nope, it did not go upside down. I am so scared of heights that one time my cousin talked me into getting on a Ferris wheel, just a Ferris wheel. And I was so terrified, and I didn't scream. I just closed my eyes, and they stopped the Ferris wheel and let me off because I would turn like totally white as a sheet. And they actually stopped it and let me get off. Yeah, I've been on an emotional roller coaster. That's the truth. That's the truth. Like I say, I'm trying not to talk about it because I don't want my stream to be a downer and stuff. It's supposed to be a fun stream. But yeah. And then today I picked up the new contract that they want us to sign. And one good thing about it, I didn't have time to read it because I just got it a little while ago, and I got to sit down and read it. But the one thing I did see on it, I don't have to get rid of Buddy. It says no outside dogs. And if you have an inside dog, if you get 2 complaints about them, you have to get rid of them. Okay, most people, I've lived here for over 3 years, and most people don't even know that I have a dog because Buddy does not bark. And he only goes outside when I take him out to go potty or when we go somewhere. So a lot of people don't even realize he's here. So I'm not going to get any complaints about him. And like I said, it said no outside dogs. And you have to clean up poo. That's just, like I said, I skimmed it real quick because I was extremely worried about that. And I saw that, and that's all of it that I've read. I just wanted to make sure that I didn't have to get rid of Buddy. So that's a good thing. That's a bit of a stress reliever because I was really worried because I know they're changing a bunch of things. And I was really worried that they were going to say that I couldn't have Buddy. So that's good, right? Yes, he does bark for cookies, but he doesn't bark at people outside. He doesn't bark at people parking across the street or walking by or any of that stuff. He just doesn't bark. If someone comes and knocks on the door, he will bark. And he will bark when someone comes in and he's excited or when he wants something like I'm not even going to spell it because he knows how to spell. But you know what I'm saying. But he's the man, yes. But that was a huge relief because because I've noticed that the neighbors have been getting rid of their dogs. But the neighbors had outside dogs, so, and that is in the rules, no outside dogs. And of course, and then I saw real quick, the usual stuff like no loud music or parties after 7 p.m. and all that kind of crap. But I got to read through it because I know it says right here that they want to get rid of the older trailers. So I'm not sure what they're going to be doing about that. Like I said, I think they're basically just sitting back and waiting for people to be late or make a mistake so they can kick them out. So this spring, I'm going to have to be seriously looking around trying to figure out what the hell I can afford to do. The ideal thing would be to buy another trailer in a different place. But when I bought this one, I was working a lot of overtime, and that's how I bought it. And now I'm not working at all, so I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to do that. No parties. I know I'm going to have to knock off the nighttime parties. They won't buy me out, no. They're just planning on us making a mistake so they can kick us out, bulldoze the trailers, and get rid of us. Yeah, the thing is, I had this was my retirement. I had it all figured out how, I could afford to live and I'd be okay and everything. And then they just pulled the rug out from underneath of me. They should, 44 Mad Guy. Maybe eventually they will, to anybody that manages to hang on through their new rules and stuff. But if they can legally kick us out, which is what they're going to try to do, they will do that. I know I'm going to lose my trailer. That's it. It's too old to move, and I couldn't afford to move it anyway. So I'm going to lose it. Yeah, it's a big company, and like I said, I think their plans are to get rid of all the old trailers, get new ones in, and then flip the trailer court. Yep, it's greed. It's nothing but greed, and I don't know how they're figuring they're going to get a bunch of people's new trailers to move in here. This trailer court that isn't nice. I mean, for them to raise the rent up so high, it's up with the rest of the trailer courts in town, but the rest of the trailer courts in town have like paved roads and trees and all that stuff, and this one doesn't. This one has like gravel and dirt roads with great big potholes that you have to like maneuver around so you don't tear your car up, and yeah, it's ridiculous. And it is nothing but greed. And like I say, they bought it. They're going to try to get rid of all the old trailers and then turn around and resell it and make a profit. That's the plan. I'm actually that's kind of in the works, New England Inlers. So shh, it'll be coming up after the calendars. Yours was a 2007, so only 10 years old, and the new owners wanted it out. See, mine's from the 60s, so it's an old one. But it's one of the nicer looking ones from outside that there is in here. So, and my yard isn't full of crap or anything. A lot of them have like, typical trailer court. They have piles of trash and stuff and all that kind of stuff. But my yard is like basically empty and clean. Yeah, this state kind of sucks for tenant laws because if they give me an eviction notice, I've got 3 days to get out. 3 days. So the only thing that I can do is not give them an excuse, not give them any reason to be able to kick me out, stay on top of the rent. What I want to do is get like at least 2 months ahead on the rent. Yeah, it is, isn't it, Shelby? But that's what it is in Wyoming. Yeah, no, you can't move in 3 days. And then the other thing is like, you're going to get an eviction notice now if you're 2 days late. If you don't have it paid by the third of the month, you're going to get an eviction notice, and they won't back up on it either. Okay. Oh, Candy beat me to it. Yep, there's the trolls. Yep, we got to go through his little lineup of accounts. That's your new favorite name, Bob? But anyway, yeah, so that's what's going on is they're going to try to get rid of as many people as they can. Oh, Willie, you're not going to get your names in here, but have a nice day anyway. Yeah, but Wyoming and Montana are both the same. It's like 3 days, and you have to be out in 3 days once you get the notice. Oh, thank you. I am G Snap. No, I don't do rushed work. You just spilled your milkshake. Oh no. Yeah, I need to get it down. Well, what I need to do is do even more hours every day. That's all I can do because I can't rush the work. I just can't. So I need to stay up later, work more. Yep. We're going to be going through the little list of troll names. And you guys, if a certain Dr. Ted shows up, you can do the same with him. Even if he just says hi, just do it. The troll loves me. Oh, okay. Hi, Scottish Aquatics. That's kind of how I felt, Big D, but now it's like I'm losing everything that I had. Yeah, when are you going to move, Scottish? I know you're moving to Colorado. Colorado Springs, is that right? Oh yeah, Mason, the kid with the 10-gallon tanks, is a nice kid. Haven't seen him stream for a while though. Well, he's like what I call a kid. He's in his 20s. That's a kid to me because I'm older than dirt. So, yeah, he's an EMT. There you go, New England. What is Patreon? Patreon is like a not affiliated with YouTube. It's a basically a funding. Like my account is set up to where you can donate like $1 a month or up, and it just automatically takes it out the first of the month, and it helps whoever you're a Patreon to. Why am I getting trolled? I don't know. I'm an easy person to troll. You know that. Yeah, you're a kid too, Derek. Bye, Hugh. Have a nice day. I kind of figured he'd be coming in tonight because he was like kind of targeting me last night. Shelby Ray. I have a wild side. A long time ago, maybe. Now I'm just an old lady. He's laying on his bed. He's laying down. See, I feel better after talking to you guys already. I almost didn't stream tonight because I wasn't feeling very good, but like I said, I know it's just stress getting to me. But I feel better already. I'm glad that I went ahead and streamed. I almost canceled it, but I decided not to. You want to read the dumb ones too? Well, they're all dumb. What did Scott say? Oh, slow down. Yeah, I remember Jesse saying that on Mike's stream, saying, "Wait, I didn't get to read it." There you go, Big D. Yeah, why did you get banned from the shrimp channels, Gordon? What did you do? Thank you, Anna. Well, you don't. You don't need CO2 and fertilizer to grow plants. Depends on the plants, of course. Some plants you would need it too, but most of them you don't. Big D, you're always in Facebook jail. It's like as soon as you get out, you get yourself in again. What the heck? Yeah, some people have no sense of humor. And there's too much in the fish stuff like on Facebook and stuff where people think that everything is set in stone. And that's the thing is like rules can be guidelines, but they aren't set in stone. You can do things differently. If it works, it works. So, you know, um, the rules are not set in stone, if that makes any sense. But they can get pretty heated in their arguments. I got called names in all caps on a fish forum thing because the people did not agree with me. I know, all caps, that's bad. The funny thing to me with the all caps thing is people, you either know how to use all caps. If you know how to use all caps, you don't know how to spell. It just seems to be like this rule. If you know where that caps lock button is, the spelling goes out of your mind. You must be on their watch list, Big D. Ed, I am not sweet. You hush. You know better than that. And I'm live. Yay. Oh my God, he did say it in all caps, huh? I know, huh, Shelby Ray? That's what I picture when someone's like typing furiously in all caps and misspelling stuff and bad grammar, and there's. Oh, Melvin, don't worry about it. It's just somebody that's kind of like silly thinking they're being funny. I know, huh, Don? I run over people with tanks. It's kind of a waste of time when you think about it because he knows that as soon as it gets like As soon as he hits the enter button, it's going to get deleted. So it's kind of like totally a waste of time. And then he's like changing his accounts to do it again. And it's like he's totally wasting his time. I guess they don't have anything better to do, huh? CO2 is much off a chance with fish and shrimp, not worth it. I don't mess around with CO2 just because I don't want to have an accident and kill everything in my tank. Yeah, you'd think it'd be his bedtime by now, huh? 44. I actually was doing do it yourself CO2 with the yeast bottle and stuff, yeast and sugar. And I killed my bamboo shrimp doing that. Bye, Melinda. But the way that I did that is I got up one morning and I had forgotten to unscrew the cap on the CO2. Or no, I didn't. I didn't even do that. It was off. But when you're pumping CO2 into a tank and the plants are like growing real fast and purling and stuff, when you shut off the CO2 at night and shut off the lights, this is just a hint, put an air stone in there, because I didn't have an air stone in there and I got up in the morning and my fish were gasping at the surface and my bamboo shrimp had died. So that's just a hint for you. If you do CO2, put an air stone in the tank for nighttime. And then I started got an air stone, put it in there, and I would unscrew the cap on the CO2 so it wouldn't go anymore and turn on the air stone every night before I went to bed. And then it was fine. Yeah, there you go, Gordon. Yeah, see, I was running the homemade CO2 and I killed my bamboo shrimp. Yep, just wants attention. Probably like a high school kid. His mother probably brought him a hot pocket while he's being a badass on the internet. But it must be just about his bedtime, so. Yep, a hot pocket badass. Yep, a grown ass man is even worse. Yep. Yep, you'd think he'd have something better to do with his time. Oh, yeah, right, Gordon. uh, But really, when you think about trolls, I don't know what comes to your mind, but I picture like this kid, like this chubby kid with glasses, sitting in front of the computer with his mom bringing him a hot pocket while he's uh, like Cartman. Yep, yep, yep. Except if it was like Cartman, he'd need cheesy puffs. He'd need cheesy puffs brought to him. Probably lives in his mom's basement. Yep, yep, that's the type. Sorry, Shelby Ray. Oh. Oh, he's going to run out of names pretty soon anyway, Hannah. I think all of them have gotten like blocked as they go, so. I think he's been through most of them already. He might not have any more left now. Yeah, I think that might be all of them. Shh, Tom, don't give him any ideas. Bob had a really good one last night too, but I'm not going to say it in case the guy's listening. Might be Thomas. Yep, might be Thomas. Yep, I can't see from here. Did I get any dislikes yet? Oh yeah, Candy would be an awesome one, huh? Bam, 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 bam. Oh. The fastest stroll on the West Coast. Hell, the fastest stroll in North America. If Candy decided to be a troll, we'd all be in trouble. Exactly, Shelby Ray. Yep. Yep, I think he hit all the streams last night. I was kind of surprised I didn't see him in Dan's stream tonight. Oh no, I lost my stream. There it is. Yeah, he didn't hit Dan's stream at all. I wasn't on the streams earlier than that. Like, I don't know if he hit Rob's stream because I was taking a nap because I didn't feel good. This house coat is so comfy. Yeah, he probably just didn't see it, Derek. Hey, Ginger. Story time. I don't know what to tell a story about. A story about another robe. The only story I have about a robe is the mouse one. I think everybody found it, or everybody found it. Everybody heard it. A pet chicken. I had a pet chicken one time. It used to follow me in the house and stuff. Oh, he didn't hit Ryan's stream either. Good. What is everyone's favorite dream fish and why? Everybody knows what my dream fish is. Oh, Rob was having trouble. Yes, Shelby Ray. Everybody knows what I want. $2,000, yikes. Everybody knows that Jay's Beta Room wants a Asian arowana. I know that one. You want Shelly's? That shouldn't be too difficult. I am slowly climbing up on my subscribers. I'm going to be at 800 before too long. What am I at now? I can't see what I'm at without checking my channel. I am at 786. When I get to 1,000, I'm going to do a giveaway. Hi, Moonstone. Vampire Tetris, they are pretty cool. I agree with you. A big baby Geo. You're at 661. That's pretty good. Yep, 666 right around the corner. You want some big catfish? You need big tanks. You're growing, Derek. Well, I got them coming for you, Ed. I got some growing out right now. Won't be too much longer. You'll get there, Ginger. Takes a little while. I've been like a year and a half now that I've been posting videos and stuff, and I'm still not at 1,000 yet, but I'll get there. Okay, K-Town, hurry back. Can you please plant a link? Okay, to order the calendar, it's $28, which includes shipping, and you send the money to my PayPal account, which is under my Gmail, and put a note on it that says calendar. So, Candy just got it. Oh, no, that's not it. I'll put it in my email here. So you go to PayPal under my Gmail, and it's $28. I'm going to be, and put a note on it that says calendar. I'm going to go through and count them and order them all on the 19th of November and get them sent out as soon as they arrive. Yeah, I'm going to, the 19th of November, Jesse, is when I'm going to put the order in. Is there a limit? No, you can get as many as you want. They'd actually be really good Christmas presents because they're going to be really nice ones. I like upgraded to the best paper and best printing and all that, so they're going to be really nice. And they're 8.5 by 11. The background on them is black with the artwork on top of black, so that they're going to look really nice. But yeah, you guys, if you want a calendar, try to get your order in before the 19th, because like I said, I'm going to count them up and order them all at once. And they're pretty expensive to make them, so I'm not going to order extra ones. So if you want one, you need to get your order in. Vampire and bamboo shrimp are on the top of my list. They are pretty cool. I haven't had any vampire shrimp, but bamboo shrimp are really awesome. I need to get myself some more one day. I haven't had them since I lost them with the CO2 accident. You'd like to have a huge tank of Amazon puffers? That would be an awesome tank. Can you share the calendar site again, please, and thank you? Like where the YouTube video on it, or yeah, Candy's got where my PayPal is to order some. And uh and um I think Candy already posted it, but I'm gonna post it again. That's the where it shows the calendar. It would be fun to have Oscars. I just don't have big enough tanks to where I could really get an Oscar, but they are so cute. Yeah, I'll have to go back and post the link. I'll have to do that. Yeah, they're $28 each, and that does include the shipping. So it's just a flat 28. Oh, piranhas. We could probably keep them in Wyoming, but I don't really have a big enough tank for them either. But I imagine that they're okay in Wyoming because it's so cold here that they wouldn't survive in the rivers. You've got 4 Oscars and would love a huge tank with a dozen Oscars in it. Would they get along? Okay, have a good one. I am G Stamp. I didn't have any trouble with my bamboo shrimp climbing out when I had them. They would get right up by the top because they like to sit on top of the plants and then kind of grab stuff as it goes through the water. They're kind of cool to watch. Are you guys ready for rice fish yet? Your 120 now has 2 Oscars, a green terror, a clown knife, a jaguar cichlid, and your foot-long common pleco. Now, see, when I read that, Ginger, I read that you had the 2 Oscars, a green terror, a clown knife, a jaguar cichlid, and your foot. And I thought, what's your foot doing in your aquarium? Oh. Is that the bamboo shrimp, Gordon? I don't have lids on most of my tanks. Like the rice fish are supposed to be jumpers, but I've never really had any trouble with them jumping. Oh, they climb out of your tank. Okay. I can say I never had trouble with it, but sometimes I'm just lucky. But like I say, they would get right up by the top in the plants. That's where they like to sit. Oh my gosh, Jesse, that's kind of funny and kind of sad. Oh man. I have to get a lid on his tank for sure. That's kind of sad, but at least they'll probably lay some more eggs right away for you. The rice fish are pretty good at laying eggs. If you want to keep your sanity, don't have 10 and 12-year-old boys. 10 and 12-year-old girls can be much worse, K-Town, much worse. I have one boy and 3 girls. But I got to admit, my son, God bless him, I love my son so much. But he was the only one of my kids when they were little that could look me right in the eye and lie to me. The girls could never do it. They'd burst into tears. But Tucker, he could look me right in the eye and lie. Girls are way harder. It depends. A couple of my girls were easy, but my oldest daughter, she was kind of rough because she did the emotional roller coaster thing all the time, drove me crazy. Oh, he was bad candy growing up. He was a little terror. He tells a story. He still remembers when he was a kid. I don't know how old he was, probably around 6. It was like November, maybe the first part of December. And I was making dinner and he was playing on the floor behind me. And my oldest daughter said, "Tucker, where'd you get those toys?" And I turned around and looked, and he had opened up his Christmas presents. I found the wrapping paper stuffed behind his bed. He had gotten underneath the tree and opened up Christmas presents. And I was mad. And what he remembers about it, he said that he was really mad at himself because he didn't have a lie ready. So he was kind of stuck. Oh, yeah, I was so mad, Zen. I was so mad at him. Oh, my God, I was pissed. Oh. Another thing I remember him doing was I had EMT class. So I was at EMT class and I left Jessie in charge because she was like 16 or 17. And she was the oldest. So I left her in charge of the kids. And I got home and I had like a lazy boy chair. And when I got home, the whole back of the chair was burnt, just like a big circle where the material was all gone and underneath the chair was showing with burnt edges around it and stuff, right? And I'm like, what the hell? And he had actually convinced Jessica, who is pretty smart, but Tucker had convinced Jessica that it was spontaneous combustion. I was not convinced, though. And Tucker got in trouble for playing with my cigarette lighter. Oh, yeah, he was a monster. But yeah, Jessica's not stupid, and he actually convinced her that it was spontaneous combustion. Another time, see, Tucker was a demon. Hi, Alice. And Jessica was a hypochondriac, right? So it's like one day Jessica comes out of the bathroom and she told me that the toothpaste tastes like shaving cream. And I'm like, first I didn't believe her because, like I say, she's kind of a hypochondriac. So I thought she was full of shit. So I went back and like smelled it and instantly yelled Tucker. And he's like, what? How come you always blame me? And I'm like, because you're always the one that does it. Why he did it, I don't know, but he had squeezed out all the toothpaste and then filled up the tube with shaving cream. And like I say, I didn't even hesitate. I just would start yelling at Tucker because I knew who did it. Yeah, poor Tucker, my ass. He was a monster kid. Yeah, I don't know how she knew. Well, it smells like shaving cream, so there you go. Another time he convinced Courtney, who was Courtney was a sweetheart. She still is a sweetheart. But she's like 3 years younger than Tucker. And she'd gotten these mermaids for Christmas that were like all the rage at the time. They were little plastic mermaids with like tons of hair, right? Different colors of hair. And she'd gotten about 5 or 6 of them for Christmas. And he convinced Courtney that the mermaids needed to be in water. And they like to swim in the water, like when you flush a toilet. So Mom had to spend about 3 hours unplugging the toilet because the mermaids went down the toilet. Because Tucker convinced Courtney that the mermaids needed to be in water and swimming around in a circle. And he convinced his older sister that her Barbie dolls were like dead bodies covered in plastic. So she wouldn't play with them anymore. Yeah, Tucker was a monster. And he was smart. Yeah, Tucker's a smart kid. He still is. I know. Thank God they're grown up now. What state am I in? I am living in Wyoming. I grew up in Oregon, though. I grew up in Scappoose. Dan is in northern Wyoming and I'm in southern Wyoming, so not really. It's about a 9-hour trip. My biggest tanks right now are 40 breeders. Okay, Chris. You're in Northeast, or you like in Gillette? Ah, okay. I know, Big D. It's you get used to it though. Oh, Ambest is in Oregon too. Are you around Seaside? I like Astoria. Astoria has like is like a neat old fishing village. Ah, okay. Yep, I know where that's at. I had a cousin that lived in Seaside that I'd go down and visit all the time. Courtney, one of my daughters, she's living in Portland right now. Cape Cod is kind of cool in the wintertime. I loved Cape Cod in the wintertime when all the tourists were gone. Oh, I will, Chris. But Cape Cod during the summertime is a pain in the ass because it's like the main vacation destination for that whole part of the East Coast, and it gets like super, super crowded. Like on a sunny day, you can't go to the beaches because there's too many people. And when it rains, you can't go to the malls because that's where all the tourists go. Yeah, the Oregon coast is pretty. That's a good idea, New England. uh, no, but dogs get old. Like Buddy. Buddy's starting to get old, and it makes me sad. He's going to leave me one of these days. But the damn cat is the same age as Buddy, and I thought it died. I thought he was dying the other night, like a week or so, a couple weeks ago. Seriously, he had not moved. Buddy is 11, but this Mario had not moved from one spot. He was laying on one of my t-shirts by my bed, and he had not moved for 4 days. He had not gotten up to go to the bathroom. He had not gotten up to eat anything or drink anything. Hi, Sharpies. And when I picked him up, his body felt cold. So I didn't think he was going to live through the night. I was sure he wasn't going to live through the night. And the next morning, I got up to go to the bathroom, and he got up and followed me into the bathroom. And then he followed me out to the kitchen and drank some water. And now he's just about back to normal. He's eating and stuff again. And I'm like, I didn't even take him out and bury him in the pet cemetery, and he's back. Hi, Alice. Oh, that would be cool, Moonstone. I need to find some galleries, actually. They converted last time I was in Portland. They had like redone the old downtown section that used to be like Skid Row, and it was all art galleries and stuff. Hi, Anthony. Yeah, the problem with Buddy is he's only 11, which isn't super old, but in the last year, hip dysplasia has been hitting him. He's a German Shepherd, so. Four of your six dogs are 14 and over now, yeah. Smaller dogs generally live longer than like German Shepherds, so. But I'm hoping Buddy will hang on for at least another year or so. But like I say, his hips are bad. I have to help him up the steps. I do have a Facebook page with my artwork. I should grab that real quick. But I don't know why I'm bothering because I'm sure Candy's going to beat me to it. Yep, she beat me to it. I got it, and she beat me to it. But he's just sleeping away. And Mario is over there drinking water out of the fish tank water changing bucket. Okay, good night, Jess. I like Rottweilers too. They're pretty awesome. I like German Shepherds. I've had 2 German Shepherds, including Buddy, and then I've had 2 Chesapeake Bay Retrievers. I am lost in the chat. I'm not sure what Bob's talking about. Oh, he's talking about a woman friend. Nice. That's the thing, Gordon. It's like Mario is 11 and he is absolutely a pain in the ass. He's one of those cats that you can't pick him up. He doesn't want to be picked up. He doesn't want to be petted. But he's always next to me. And my kids call him Damien or the devil cat because he's always been just a total shit. But I love him to death. Yep, it's character. And Mario's got a lot of character. Aw, poor Toby. Okay, good night, Don. Yeah, Mario was supposed to be Megan's cat, but cats can be jerks, and he totally attached himself to me, so he's kind of my cat. He adopted me. Yep, I'm Mario's pet human too. I'm going to move you guys to the rice fish. Cats are weird. Yes, they are. Okay, rice fish time. Put in a little bit of food for them. If it'll come out of the bottle. I should put it down a little bit, huh? Kind of pointed at the top of the tank there. There we go. Hopefully the rice fish will come in view. Those are that's aquarium caught fry food. I have mostly nano fish, so I go through a lot of that. They're adult rice fish, but they still like the fry food. Yep, my 18 hours are definitely up. The grass is just dwarf Sagittarius. Oh, the aquarium co-op's fry food is really good. It's like most of my fish will just eat it right up. So let's see, bettas, it's too small for bettas, but I feed it to almost everything else I have. Thank you, Candy. Yep, that's good stuff. I actually stocked up on it. So I have like, I'm on my third bottle right now. I just opened up. And I've got one more in the fridge before I run out. Lasts a long time. A surprisingly long time considering that I feed it to almost everybody. I do not follow Cooper's cichlids, probably because I don't really have cichlids, so I don't have that many cichlid channels that I follow. Okay, Derek, thank you for stopping by. There's no sound. There's sound, Chewy. What did you do? They're really going for that food tonight. Zipping around, grabbing it as it comes down. Careful of John's hugs. Where am I at? When am I shipping rice fish again? As soon as these guys are ready, I've got 2 tubs of them right now growing out. Probably another week or two if the weather holds halfway decent. I'll ship some out. I need to buy some more insulation and stuff though, which I should do this week, so I have it. I used all of my insulation, and we definitely need it this time of the year. Repashy, I kind of quit using Repashy. I make my own with Knox gelatin and a bunch of stuff. It's kind of expensive for me. Yeah, I've got heat packs too, Gordon, but I need to get some insulation to line the boxes with because I used all of it, so I need to get some more. But I've got the heat packs to ship. I just need to get some more insulation. I should probably order some more heat packs too. I think I've got 5 or 6 left. Anyway, yeah, the other thing that Repashy works really well for, I had some, and I'd bought it for my Farloellas, and I decided real fast that it was going to be too expensive to be feeding them Repashy because they eat a lot. So I switched to feeding them canned green beans. But the Repashy I ended up using for fry food without mixing it up. I just would like stick my finger in it and get the powder, and it makes really good fry food. But I like I said, I kind of make my own repashy type thing with Knox gelatin and some vegetables and shrimp and stuff. And then I have some powdered like vegetable vitamin stuff that I add to it too. But like I say, the regular repashy I ended up using for fry food, and it's really good for that. You bought all the repashies? Look at it. All the rice fish are out and about tonight. They're snatching up that food as fast as they can. See, that's the aquarium co-op's fry food. They really like it. Even though they're full grown, they're small, so they really love that fry food. Yeah, what I need to do is I sent too many of them out, Candy, because there used to be like about 25 in there. And there's quite a few that I'd like sold a lot of them. So I need to like take some of the fry and put and replace them in the main tank so that they're out and about more. Because they're a lot shyer without a big group of them. Well, this time of year, you need heat packs no matter what you're shipping. Or at least here you do. It's getting dang right cold. I'm distracted watching the rice fish. You need a new job before you buy another tank. Yeah. Right now I can't buy any fish or anything. I've got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. My life has kind of been, like I say, the rug has been kind of pulled out from underneath of me, and all the retirement plans that I had are out the window. Oh yeah, Dan does such an incredible job of packing. I mean, nobody can pack like Dan can pack. Oh, you never know what the post office is going to do. I was tracking this little betta I was getting one time, and I was watching the tracking, and it was in Cheyenne, which is 60 miles from here, so it should have been here that day. It was in Cheyenne like 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm like, okay, it's getting here today. And then I checked the tracking later on during the day, like at 10 o'clock in the morning. And it was in Casper, out for delivery in Casper. I was like, oh my God. She's probably just calling me Candy. Everybody likes to call me Candy. Oh. The best place to see my artwork right now is the 2 videos that I did with one of them is drawings and one of them is oil paintings. When I went to Dan's fish place, when I went to and visited him at his house to see his fish and stuff when I was up there, he kept calling me Candy all night long. And he's done it several times on his live streams too. Yeah, you're not the only one, Moonstone. uh, but yeah, you can go to my Facebook page, but it's kind of like hard to navigate to see everything. I made a couple videos recently, one with a lot of drawings and one with a lot of the oil paintings, and that's actually the best place to see them right now. Candy just posted them. But if you want to get in touch with me, then go to my Facebook page and send me a message. Yeah, the music's kind of sad, but you can just turn the music down. Oh, that would explain it, Sharpies. Okay, I got it. Candy, thank you. I ordered fish from Nebraska. 2 days later, they were out for delivery in Miami. 8 days later, they just mysteriously appeared on my step. Ugh, FedEx overnight, yeah. Yep. I've had some exciting fish orders too. One of the worst ones was I ordered on eBay. I ordered a female betta, and they just took the bag, like they bagged her up, and they put the bag in an envelope and sent her in the mail in an envelope. I'm still surprised she made it okay. But yeah, they just slipped the bag in an envelope. And then yeah, in an envelope. Can you believe that shit? Oh no, Chris. And then last year about this time I ordered some baby goldfish and paid to have them overnighted. They came from Florida, and they overnighted them in a cardboard box with no insulation or liner and an ice pack sitting in there with them. It was 9 degrees here. 9 degrees. And they came in a box with an ice pack. And yes, they died. So they sent me some replacements. And I told them, I said, please insulate the box. I know it's warm in Florida, but it's really cold here. So I got the replacements, and they just had them in a big bag in the box. No ice pack that time, but I checked the water temperature and it was 45 degrees, and they made it about 2 days and then they died. So then they sent me a couple more, and thankfully it warmed up a little bit here, and I lost one of those ones, but the other ones made it okay. But yeah, they, and I kept telling them, I said, it's cold here. Like cold. You can overnight them, but it's cold. So the guy's got really good goldfish, but if I ever order from him again or recommend him to anybody, I would say don't order them when the weather's cold because they aren't going to pack them. Oh no, Ginger. Yeah, I lost some. I sent Real some Farluellas, and they got delayed in the mail, and they didn't make it. The thing with the Farluellas is they're kind of iffy shipping anyway because they can't go a long time without eating because they have such skinny little bodies and they don't store fat like a lot of fish do. So it's kind of hard to ship them, and then when they get delayed, it's just they aren't going to make it. So when I shipped him some more, I put some catappa leaves in with them, even though I knew that they would probably eat them and they might, like poop in the bag. I figured it was better than them starving out if they got delayed. And thankfully, the last ones I sent made it okay. Because I really, really hate losing babies. Hi, Kiwi. Yeah, Real says they're doing good this time. Yeah. But like I said, I put catappa leaves in because I figured if they got delayed, they could eat the catappa leaves. And being as how it's roughage, it should take a little while longer for it to go through and come out and poo. So that was my strategy. And I did the same thing when I sent some to Bob Steenfots, and they made it good too. So I think any shipping that I do of them now, I'll do that. And also, it seems like the smaller ones ship a little bit better than the bigger ones. But yeah, they don't do real well with not eating. They starve out real fast. My rice fish, I keep them at about between 72 and 74. And they can go higher and they can go lower than that. I had a heater malfunction. I had put the fish I was getting ready to ship into a big tub, and the heater malfunctioned, and the tub got up to 95 degrees, and the rice fish were fine. I had some farloellas in there too that I was getting ready to ship, and they all died. But the rice fish were fine at 95 degrees. Yeah, you've got to really cull with the bettas. Or just use more tape. Oh. I tape up my boxes very well. Yeah, the only thing that I cull is my shrimp. And actually, I don't even do that anymore. I just let them go. But when I cull the shrimp, I just move them into another tank. In fact, the shrimp that are in the tank with the rice fish are actually culled. From what you hear, there's no longer tape available. 5 states surrounding me. I believe that. I do use the tape. I told you guys when I was getting ready to ship a drawing last week, I ran out of tape, so I just stopped on the way to the post office and bought more tape, and then on the counter at the post office, I pulled the drawing out and taped it up really good and all that stuff. And there was a guy that was getting ready to mail something, and he was watching me, and he told me, well, he asked me, he said, are you sending that through Siberia on an ice truck? The main thing with the shrimp tank, well, first you got to decide, see what kind of water you have, if you want to get neocardinas or caridinas. And then the main thing with a shrimp tank is to set it up and let it sit and get well established with plants and everything, and some algae, because you want the algae for the baby shrimp. I could probably preserve a body in tape. Everybody's saying I have. Yeah, then you'd want to get neocaridina shrimp. And like I say, just set up the tank first and let it sit for a long time. I think when I set up my first shrimp tank, I let it sit for almost 2 months, all planted and everything, and cycling and getting some algae growth going. Hey, Thirsty Rabbit, you got a brush fire going there again? Or are you burning something? Thomas is still taped to the roof of the bus. Yeah, she didn't look on the roof. No, those are the coals of um, Blue Dreams. Just some coals I tossed in that tank, and they've been breeding and stuff. There's some, well, you can see one there, he's got some red on him. And there's some Rileys, and there's some black ones, and there's some blue ones. That's it, Jesse. Cape girl. Oh, good grief, Big D. Oh, I've had funny stuff happen in stores. I had one, I remember buying some goldfish one time, and the girl at the register asked me if they did okay in the bag going home, if they got car sick going home, and she was feeling all sorry for them. Another time I was buying some earthworms to feed my fish, and I got up to the counter and, got them out of the cooler and got up to the counter and opened them up because you weren't supposed to open them before you got to the counter. So I opened them up at the counter and I looked at them and they were dead. And I told the kid at the register, I said, I don't want them, they're dead. And he's like, they aren't dead. Yes, they're dead. And he's like, no, they're just sleeping. And I'm like, no, they're dead. Hi, Kevin. They're fairly good cleaners. You can't really depend on them to clean a tank, though. But they do fairly well. Oh, can't dig them up here. For one thing, like 8 months out of the year, the ground's frozen. And the rest of the time, the ground's too dry. So this is not the country for earthworms. When I lived in Oregon, earthworms you could get them, just step out the door and get them, but not here. Hi, Heather. How are you? I live close to Siberia. I live in Wyoming. High up in Wyoming. It's like we're over 7,000 feet, close to 8,000 feet above sea level. So it's kind of like the North Pole. Maybe, Scott, but we usually here in Laramie, we have our last snowstorm will be the last week of May. It is thin oxygen up here, actually, Gordon. A lot of people have trouble with it. It's like, yeah, the air is thin. Oh, good night, Moonstone. I'll send you an email. Oh, no, everybody's going to be after me now. Thanks, Moonstone. You're 80 feet above sea level? Oh, my God. We've already had snow, Gordon. In fact, there's still some on the ground right now. And like I say, we usually have our last snowstorm will be the end of May. Oh my God, Sharpies, don't encourage him like that. And Bob, you too. Oh my God, 200 ghost shrimp a week? Those are spoiled fish. Yeah, we've already had the highways closed a couple times to the freeway, especially going over the pass between here and Cheyenne. It gets closed a lot. I used to work in Cheyenne and I'd drive it all the time and I'd work graveyard. So I'd be coming home in the middle of the night and the roads would be closed and I'd have to spend the night in Cheyenne until the roads opened up. And then sometimes there was a few times I'd be like in Cheyenne for 4 or 5 days straight because the roads would be open during the day and closed at night when I got off. But yeah, in between here and Cheyenne gets closed a lot. But that pass is well over 8,000 feet up above sea level. So oh, when I was in LA, they closed the Grapevine, which is the pass dropping down into LA. They closed at one time because they had a half an inch of snow. I was laughing. Too much snow too soon? Yeah. Oh, the thing about the Portland snow, because I live there too, Chris, is when it snows in Portland, it's real wet and slick. When it snows here, it's usually drier, colder and drier and easier to drive on than Portland is. But I know when I lived in Montana and Megan was in school, it's like it didn't matter how much snow there was. They never closed school or anything. I mean, there could be like a blizzard and there would still be school. I remember one time I took her to school and it was 50 below and the doors weren't working right. And the janitor had to open the door for everybody and shut it behind them. And they still didn't even delay school. Like, I have money to do that, Chris. It would be nice, but I can't afford that. Uphill both ways. Oh. No shoes. Yep. No, seriously, in Montana and Wyoming, there's no such thing as snow days at school. They don't shut the schools for nothing. It was 6 inches. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything about that. I didn't even notice the time change, Jesse, but then I'm not working, so I don't have to set the alarm or anything. So I just, only thing I notice is it's getting dark really fast now. Yeah, there's no such thing as snow days when you live in country like that. When I lived in Livingston, Montana, like say Megan was in high school, and there was not one single snow day that I can remember. And they didn't plow the roads at all. It would just be snow on top of snow and packed down with cars. Yeah, I used to drive down the seaside all the time from Scappoose, like down the Columbia and through Astoria on the old highway, and then over to Seaside. So I know where you are, Ambus. When I graduated from high school, I worked at Portland General Electric Company in Portland. And then I had a cousin in Seaside that I'd go see on the weekends. Nice Sharpies. Oh, I remember taking Megan to school in the middle of a blizzard one time, and I got passed on Main Street by some people on cross country skis. I should shut down pretty soon. It's been 2.5 hours. But remember, everybody, order a calendar if you want a calendar, and they make good Christmas presents. Yeah, it's been like 2 hours and 38 minutes already. I'll probably go another 15 minutes or maybe till it's like 3 hours straight up, and then call it good. So I'll go a while longer. Oh, I have more coffee. Thanks for reminding me, Scott. I gotta go get another cup of coffee. Be right back. How do you do the water reflections? It just takes time. You got to think about where the water is going to hit and stuff, where the reflections are going to be. Everyone must buy Bam's calendar or I will release my front hoses. Oh, I stay up most of the night, most of the time, Chris. Tonight I'll go to bed earlier because I've been kind of stressed out today, but so I'm tired. But I usually, a lot of times, I'll be up till 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6, painting. Last week, one day, I was up till I think 8:30 in the morning. I like doing water. It's fun. Lots of different effects with water. A chicken in the water, Jesse? No, that wouldn't make any sense. Chickens are not water birds. Oh, one of my bear paintings. Let me get the link to it so I can show you what I'm talking about. It. Okay. We do that. Hang on just a second here. That's not the right one to do. Hang on. Photos. There we go. And albums. I gotta find oil paintings. I know, buddy. I'm talking to myself. I know, I'm talking to myself, aren't I? Oh, there we go. Hang on. Almost there. I almost got it. It's hard to tell a story when you don't have the picture in front of you to look at. That one. And copy. And paste. Okay, this painting here of the bear, I was working on them and I hadn't decided what to do with the background. I put in just a plain sky first and I didn't like it. And I went to bed about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I woke up like maybe an hour after I went to bed. And it hit me that I should do a storm behind it, like thunderstorm. And I got up and painted most of the night putting in the storm behind him. Because that's what happens. Kevin. And Buddy wants a you know what. Okay, go lay down. Did ya? Very cool, Scott. You should like that one. I like that one. Yeah, I should paint tonight when I get done, but it's been a long day with stomach aches and stuff. I do that sometimes. It's like I should not think about things because I upset myself. And today I was thinking about all this shit that's going on right now, and I got a stomach ache. Thinking is overrated. Definitely, Chris. Most definitely. It doesn't do you any good to worry about stuff. And I tell myself that, but I still worry about it. But worrying doesn't change anything. And I tell myself this too shall pass. A year from now, I'll have it all figured out. I just worry about what's going to happen between now and then. Adulting is overrated. Most definitely, Ginger. Definitely. You might have to get that fixed there, Big D. Oh, I don't get nosebleeds. I get stomach aches. If I start thinking about stuff too much, I start getting a stomach ache. It was funny, though, because when I was married, I used to go to bed every night with a stomach ache. And after I left him, About 3 or 4 months later, it suddenly dawned on me that I didn't have stomach aches anymore. Yeah, Candy, that's the way I am too, for sure. Oh, Ed. You're on level 9,000 on the worry chart? Yeah. Well, right now it just sucks because I had everything all set to where I could retire and not have to worry about it and da 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 da. And now it's like I said, the rug got pulled out from underneath me. Now I got to figure out what the hell I'm going to do. Hi, Max. Night, Reels. Hi, Aquamate. How are you? Oh, no, Bob. I hope he's okay. Good night, Bob. Give him a little love. Oh, Max, if you weren't a kid, I'd say something, but I'm going to let that one slide by. Nothing, Max. Nothing. Okay, good night, Anna. Have a good night. Thanks for coming. No worries, Max. No, Max, you didn't do anything wrong. It was just me. My mind goes in odd directions. What's a HBE? I have a gutter brain, yes. I do. What did you lose, Aquamate? Honey Blue Eyes? You've lost a Honey Blue Eyes? Oh my God. Oh. I don't even want to think about that, Josh. Buddy is back for a cookie. He's a cookie monster. Did you want a cookie? Look at all the hair coming off of you. I'm going to have to, like, vacuum and vacuum and vacuum and unplug and unplug and unplug the vacuum cleaner. German Shepherd's shed. I will tell you that right now. The black shrimp is just coals from, I started out with some obviously low quality Blue Dreams, and I've got a lot of black ones out of them. Oh no, Max. Oh no. Yeah, I started out when I was culling the Blue Dreams. I put all the black ones in this tank. And now, of course, they're having babies. And now I've got some nice blue ones in there. And black ones. And some wild colored ones. And some red Rileys. And all kinds of stuff in there. The rice fish are hiding in the back right now. You can just barely see them once in a while come up. They were all out a little bit ago. You missed it. The mud skippers are doing good. I love the mud skippers. I need to change the water in their tank tonight, though, before I go to bed. I need to do a little drawing of a mud skipper, I think. See the little glowing eyes in the very back? They're all in the back part right now. If I could get a hold of some of the honey blue eyes that definitely have their own tank. Like the rice fish have their own tank. Oh, that's not good, John. I could probably get Pacific blue eyes, but they're not the same thing. I've looked at them, but they're not as. I want the honey blue eyes. They don't have the same black on the fins and stuff. Yeah, we'd all like to see a video, but Candy doesn't do videos. She's just building up suspense for her first video drop. If she ever makes a video, it'll probably like hit 1,000 views in 24 hours. I don't have any of your treats left, Mario. Mario's clawing my leg because he wants his kitty treats, but I'm out of the kitty treats. But he sees Buddy getting cookies and he wants something too. Oh, it would go viral, Candy. Definitely. Ow, Mario, don't do that. Ouch. It's a dog cookie. You don't want it, Mario. Ouch. I'll drop it and let him smell it. And I'll give Buddy one. Hi, LOL, what? Ow, cat. Speaking of candy, here's a link to her GoFundMe. Candy. I'll share it if I want to share it. Buddy, you're almost out of cookies. You're so spoiled. Oh, he has a very physical job, Candy. Megan's dad used to do that, move houses. So I know. Sit. Okay, good night, Chris. I'm going to shut it down pretty soon. It's been a little bit over 3 hours. Yeah, I haven't seen Well, Carson was in for a little bit last week, but don't see him very often. I think school's got him busy. I figure he's just busy with school. Jesse's probably got him out digging holes. He's busy digging holes in the yard. He's not coming back till he gets workman's comp. He got 2 blisters and had to be hospitalized. Yep, that's about right. An ice cream sundae. Oh, that makes me cold thinking about it. Oh dear. I think it's about that time. Yep, my calendars are $28, including shipping, and send the money to PayPal, which Candy posted, and put a note on it that it's for a calendar. I'm going to take orders until the 19th, at which time I'm going to order all the calendars, and as soon as they get here, ship them out. So remember, if you want a calendar or more than one for Christmas presents, order them before the 19th. I know I keep yawning. And if you're overseas and you want one, just send me a message. And what I do with those orders is I put in the order directly from the company and have it shipped there, and then I can like let you know how much it's going to cost. Oh dear. Last cookie, buddy. I got a couple that I got to check the price on. When I remember, I'll do it in the morning. I've got, I think, 3 orders that are overseas right now that I got to check and see how much it's going to be and let them know. But I'm tired tonight, so I'll probably do it in the morning. No more, buddy. They're all gone. All gone. Go lay down. He's all looking at me, heartbroken. Guys, look at the hair coming off of you. Probably. In fact, I know it would be Max. If you guys like combined order, yeah. It probably would be. In fact, I know it would be. Last time I did calendars, I did like all grizzly bears. And I sold a couple to a lady in Australia. And that's how I did it. I just went to the company and like direct shipped them. Like instead of having them come to me first, I had them ship them directly from there. So if you want one, just send me an email and I'll check on the price for 1 or 2 or whatever you decide. But yeah, if you combined them, it'd probably be the same for shipping 1 as for shipping 2 or 3. Yep, exactly, Josh. Okay, I'm going to have one more cigarette and then we're going to go to bed. Okay, good night, Heather. Yep, I'm going to shut it down pretty soon here, too. Well, yeah, but you're upside down, Josh. It is 12:24 here. Oh, I haven't bought you dinner yet. Sorry. No Big Macs and Happy Meals. Well, if I bought you dinner right now, it would probably be top ramen. Oh yeah, I could ship rice fish to Texas. Like I said, it can handle a wide variance in temperature as long as it wasn't too hot there, because I'd have to put a heat pack in to get them out of here. I might eat before I go to bed, which I know isn't good, but yeah, I haven't had dinner yet. I bought some chicken today, so to make some chicken sandwiches, and then I bought some day old like bagels, so I'll have a chicken sandwich on a bagel. Exactly, Scott. I only go with the best. Yeah, so it wouldn't be any problem, Ginger. Just give me a couple weeks. I have two people have ordered some, but I've got two tubs of rice fish that are getting close to being big enough to send. Oh yeah, that's good, Gordon. When you mix in scrambled eggs and stuff, makes them pretty good. Splash is the like the aquashella type of show that they're getting going in Australia. Which I'm sure it's gonna be we're gonna be seeing some videos of it, right, guys? Lots of honey blue eyes, yeah. Chicken bagels, yep, getting fancy. Oh, that sounds good. I never received your mail, Aquamate. Never. It got lost in the mail someplace. I'm wondering if it got like smashed and they tossed it out or something. Ooh, chili sounds good. Okay, good night, Ginger. I love the kitty. He's going to be a great painting. I'm going to be painting a kitty for Ginger. He's really cute, too. Okay, I think I should probably shut it down. I've been streaming for 3 hours and 20 minutes, and I was going to quit at 3 hours. So I think it's that time. So good night, everybody.